Now it's time for the Sport Report. We cover all of the news and the results from the night before in the sports world. Become an expert on sports in under 15 minutes. Today, Chandler with Sports covers the MLB games and the NFL slate from yesterday.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
And I'm Chandler, and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Welcome to a special edition of this all-crazy sports newscast.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report.
Chandler with Sports is how he wants to go. With is his middle name, Sports his last name.
I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports. With that in mind, here we go. Hit it, Blaze.
Welcome to the Sport Report.
Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. Before we jump into the results from yesterday, let's catch up on the top story of the night. This is top of the order.
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable. Shot deflected. Scramble. They score! Off the tie-up. It is fair, but it came back to Yandel. Drive by Girardi and a save. Come on. Score!
I don't believe what I just saw.
This is top of the order.
Our top story comes from the Superdome in New Orleans, where the New Orleans Saints defeat the Houston Texans 30-28. The Texans led 14-3, but the Saints battled back to take a 24-21 lead late. After another New Orleans field goal, the Houston Texans drove down the field, and Deshaun Watson threw a 37-yard touchdown pass to Kenny Stills, the newly acquired wide receiver from Miami, with 37 seconds left in the game. Drew Brees led the Saints down the field on the subsequent drive, and Will Lutz kicked a game-winning 58-yard field goal as time expired to give the Saints the 2-point victory. When Stills scored his touchdown, Houston Texans kicker Kaimi Fairbairn missed the extra point, but the refs threw the flag as one of the Saints players had run into the kicker. The Saints went down and kicked a field goal to win it all on Monday Night Football, the first game of the doubleheader. The second game of the doubleheader happened between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raiders 24, Denver Broncos 16. The Raiders led for the majority of the game, but the Broncos made an attempt to come back late in the fourth quarter. Then John Gruden dialed up a third down passing play, and the Raiders hold on for the 8-point victory in the final Week 1 game in the Black Hole of Oakland Coliseum. It's literally called the Black Hole. That's the stadium nickname. We don't hate the Raiders, guys. We're just trying to give you factual information here. Raiders running back Josh Jacobs becomes the first running back since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2001 to have 100 yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns in his NFL debut. Aside from the 2 Monday Night Football games, there was some Major League Baseball on the calendar. Let's get to it.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
And Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Touch 'em all, Joe. Home run! Mike Piazza!
Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Got it! Man, what a play!
Now from Major League Baseball.
The MLB lineup from yesterday includes 8 games.
We'll start at Fenway Park in Boston, where for the first time since 1903, the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox played an entire season series without a one-run game happening at least once in that season series. New York Yankees 5, Boston Red Sox nothing. Red Sox legend and future Hall of Famer David Ortiz came out for the first pitch for the Red Sox. He was shot in June in his native Dominican Republic, and thankfully he has recovered well enough in a Boston area hospital and at his house. He came out through the first pitch to former Red Sox catcher and former teammate Jason Varitek, but sadly the Red Sox still lost. James Paxton improves to 13-6 with a 3.96 ERA on the season for the Yankees. Eduardo Rodriguez falls to 17-6 with a 3.73 ERA for the Red Sox. Chicago Cubs 10, San Diego Padres 2. Kyle Hendricks improves to 10-9 with a 3.33 ERA for the Cubbies. Cal Quantrill falls to 6-7 for the Padres. Nico Herner had a major league call-up, and it caught him by surprise, but the game itself didn't catch him by surprise. He had 3 hits and 4 RBI to help the Cubbies win this ball game. Atlanta Braves 7, Philadelphia Phillies 2. Mike Foltynewicz improves to 6-5 on the season for the Braves, who reached 90 wins for the 15th time in the wild card era since 1969. That is second most only to the Yankees, who have 18 such seasons. 15 of those 18, including this season, thanks to their win last night, are 95-plus wins. Back to the Phillies game, Aaron Nola falls to 12-5 with a 3.7 ERA for the Phillies. Milwaukee Brewers 8, Miami Marlins 3. Matt Albers improves to 6-5 on the season, as rookie Trent Grisham had 5 hits in this ball game for the Milwaukee Brewers. New York Mets 3, Arizona Diamondbacks 1. Jacob deGrom improves to 9-8 on the season with a 2.7 ERA for the Mets. deGrom also had 11 strikeouts in this game. Pete Polar Bear Alonso hit his 46th and 47th homers of the season for the Mets. He currently leads the majors in home runs. Merrill Kelly falls to 10-14 on the season for the Diamondbacks. Pittsburgh Pirates 6, San Francisco Giants 4. Ricardo Rodriguez improves to 4-5 with a 3.88 ERA on the season for the Pirates. Pittsburgh scored 4 runs in the top half of the 9th inning. When they trailed 4-2, they turned it into a 6-4 win. 3 Giants relievers combined to allow all 4 runs in the inning. Cleveland Indians 6, LA Angels 2. Shane Bieber, no relation to Justin Bieber, we'll get to that in a second, improves to 14-7 with a 3.17 ERA on the season for the Indians. During Players Weekend a couple weekends ago, Shane wore a jersey saying, "Not Justin." Well, Justin Bieber saw that and responded on Twitter by saying, "Not Shane." Maybe Topps Cards will get that message sooner rather than later. It was a nice homecoming for Shane Bieber as he travels back to LA and had a wonderful start. The crowd started chanting, "Let's go Bieber." I hope they didn't mix up Shane and Justin. It is very possible they did because Shane and Justin are from the same city, and, well, Justin still lives in LA. And in the final game of the night, Houston Astros 15, Oakland Athletics nothing. Zach Greinke improves to 15-5 on the season with a 2.99 ERA for the Astros. Mike Fiers falls to 14-4 with a 3.97 ERA for the A's. The Astros are the first team since the 1953 Red Sox to win multiple games by 15 or more runs. They beat the Seattle Mariners 21-1 on Sunday. It is the 4th best run differential in Major League history over the course of 2 games. That's the Sport Report for Tuesday, September 10th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. In the words of Jack Buck, who is one of the best broadcasters of his generation,
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
so let it be written, so let it be done. See you next time on The Sport Report.
Do you want to contact Chandler with sports, have thoughts on sports, or questions about advertising on The Sport Report? Find us on Twitter or Instagram at SportReportCWS for either social media site.
This podcast is copyrighted by The Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Chandler with Sports is strictly prohibited.